Okay, welcome back to the training. Frank Calabro Jr. here. What we're going to do here in Power Lead System is I'm going to show you real simple how to buy a domain name. Okay, this is basic, but brand new person, you got to get started. You got to buy a domain name. And I remember when I first got started, I didn't even know what the heck that meant. I was like, what in the heck is a domain name? And then my sponsor was telling me, you know how you would, like when you go to Amazon, you type in www.amazon.com. I'm like, yeah. They're like, well, you can buy a name. You can buy whatever name you want if it's available. I'm like, you're kidding me. That's how lost I was, guys. I'm living proof that anybody can become a seven-figure earner in this industry, guys. I knew nothing. I mean, I came from another world when I was introduced to something called internet marketing. Had no clue. No clue whatsoever, guys, in 2010. What in the heck I was even doing. Okay, now, before we do that, I want you to click on this easy button real quick. I want to show you something very fast. And you should have already went through this training. You should have watched this video and the two videos below it, okay? Now, right here in this middle right here, you can actually put something in here, and I'm going to just give you a couple suggestions. You can put whatever you want in here. If you already have something like this, I call this a sales page. This is something just random. It's got a bunch of videos on it, and it's got some we call these call to actions, some buttons, right? It's just random. Don't worry about the offer, guys. I'm just showing you an example of a sales page. I could put that in here. Like I can copy that. And what I can do is I can paste that in here. Control Victor and put that in there and hit update, okay? Now, another thing is, and I just pulled this up random too, this is like what they call a generic website. You might have something like this. Don't worry about the offer. I'm just using this for illustration purposes only. But this is what they call a generic website, right? Now, it does have a video on it, okay? But these are not very convincing. You may or may not get signups. You know, it all depends on the quality of, there's also the product page right here. I noticed there was a video on here too. So you could stick a generic video in there or a, generic website, I guess that's what I want to call this. I could grab that link, copy it, and you could paste that in there if that's all that you have. You know what I'm saying? I'll just go ahead and stick it in there for now. Control Victor. Okay. Now, and then I'll hit update. Now, what that does is if you want to promote lead lightning, it says right here, referral link A, you already actually basically have a marketing funnel. You already have a way to generate leads, or almost, which I'll show you here in just a second. This is how fast you can be generating leads. It took me years to figure out how to generate leads. And what's generating lead is collecting an email address. It took me years to figure this out because no one taught me how to do this. You can do it here in seconds, literally in seconds. All you got to do is put an address in there, something that you want your visitors to see, okay? And then if you want to promote, for example, lead lightning, okay? This was not going to promote this particular website, but it's just showing you as an example, you can create a domain name right now. They'll actually give you something temporarily. Power Lead System will stick something in there that'll work for you temporarily. For me, I got a whole bunch of names already loaded up over here in Power Lead System, but I can create what they call a subdomain name. I can call it whatever I want to call it, create, and I'm done, guys. I have something to advertise. I have a link to advertise. Now, let's go back to that. I want to show you something else. Forget about the lead lightning. Let's go over here to B, okay? Because B, this is probably what you want to promote anyway, right? You want to promote lead lightning and your primary business. Let me show you how this works. I stuck my link in there, okay? Show me the link, okay? And I'm just gonna type something in here, anything, just random, testing or class or training or something. Testing, that's fine. Create. Okay. Now, here it is. Subdomain created, okay? And there it is right here. Here is the link you use to promote lead lightning and your primary business, okay? And it says right here, let me read this. Maybe it's back on the other page. Let me click on this because I want to open it up just so I can show you an example of the landing page that we just created. You already have a way to generate leads. Here it is. Now, here's just a generic page that you can advertise. People put their email in, okay? And what's going to happen is, let me go back click back one page. Let me click back one more time because I want to show you what's going to happen. A lot of people don't know about this back here in Power Lead System. Where is the, it's kind of like instructions I'm looking for. I don't come back here often, guys. Is it here? Let me see. No, it's not here. Hang on. Let me find it. I'm just going too fast. I'm getting too crazy. Advertiser links. What I wanted to show you was how they follow up with your prospects. Show me the link to use. Let me click on that again. Visitors will opt in, receive emails sent from you by us. Odd number emails, 135, etc., will promote your system here. Even numbers will promote your main. Okay, this is what I was looking for, guys. I'm sorry. I'm clicking around everywhere, and it's right here in front of my face. Okay, now, by putting this link in here, okay, you guys put that link in there, that generic link or your generic website, or say, for example, you had a sales page with a video on it for a product or service. What they're going to do is when people opt into this landing page that you just created, okay, Power Lead System is going to follow up with those contacts for you automatically. And it's telling you that odd numbered emails are going to promote the system, okay? They're going to promote the system, Power Lead System. The even numbered emails, they're going to insert that link, and they're going to promote your outside website, your product, your service, whatever it may be. A lot of people don't even know about this back here, but you've already got a business. Like, you've got a business up and running, man. And I just wanted to point that out to you. Hope I didn't confuse anybody, but I just wanted to show you how simple that really was. Okay, now let's go back to the training and the purpose of this video, and that is I'm just going to show you how to buy a domain name. It's so simple. If you hover over websites, okay, websites, and you can go over to buy a domain name, okay, and you can buy domain names. This is one option. I'm going to show you two options. You can buy directly from Power Lead System, okay? You can buy a domain name, whatever it is that you want. It can be a .com, it can be a .net, a .org, a .biz, whatever, okay? And you type in something that you like and you see if it's available. Is this name available? And if it's available, you can buy it, and it's $12.97. Let's just round it off and call it $1.10 a month. So very cheap, guys, inexpensive. Now, you can buy domain names even cheaper over at GoDaddy, which I'll show you in just a moment, okay? So this is one option. You buy a domain name over here at Power Lead System, and then you can connect that name to whatever you want to connect it to. You can buy a couple of domain names, which I highly suggest you buy a couple, okay? Now, I'm going to give you some suggestions. When you buy a name, easy to remember, easy to spell. Okay? If you can find stuff like that, easy to remember, easy to spell, okay? It's getting more difficult to find domain names because people have just been buying them for years, guys. I've owned up to 500 names at the same time. I think I'm down to about 100 and something now. I'm getting rid of a bunch. I had a ridiculous amount of domain names, but I use a lot of domain names, guys, so that's why I buy so many. But easy to spell, easy to remember, and never use the name of the product or the service or your offer in the domain name unless you're trying to brand that product or service. You see what I'm getting at, guys? Okay? If you're promoting something generic, don't use the company's name in the domain name that you buy. And a lot of times, it's against the terms and conditions, and you can be terminated, okay? They don't even want you to do that, so don't ever do that, guys. And you don't ever want to give away what it is, okay? So easy to spell, easy to remember, okay? Those are the tips I'm going to give you for buying domain names, okay? All right, now, the other option, let's go over to Google. You can type in 99-cent GoDaddy. 99-cent GoDaddy. Okay? And here's another option. Now, I only buy my names either from Power Lead System or GoDaddy, and 99% of the time, I'm buying from GoDaddy. This is where I buy my names. Same thing. You search for a name. You just search, and if it's available, it'll tell you it's available, okay? So find a domain name. Now, let's say you buy a domain name over here at GoDaddy. Well, you've got to move it to Power Lead System, okay? You have to move it because if you buy it at Power Lead System, what's going to happen is it's going to show up in Power Lead System, After you buy it, it's going to show up. Let me just type in something, something random. Okay, I love this name is already taken. I love this name very much. .com. It's available. Okay, you're going to agree to the terms and conditions, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then you're going to buy it. And once you buy this, there's no refunds, guys. If you spell it wrong, I've bought in 2 domain names. By accident, I spelled it wrong. I was being fast, and I've done it in the past, and I still owned it. I never used them. I just let them expire. But just be careful, guys. Make sure the name's spelled right, whatever it is that you buy. Charge your credit card, and that's it. There's no refunds. Once you own the name, you own the name. Okay, now, what's going to happen is if you click on websites right here, this is where it's going to show up, okay? We're going to cover this in the next training, but it's going to show up here when you click on websites, okay? There's a drop-down menu, and all the names that you own are going to show up over here, or all the names that you moved from GoDaddy are going to show up over here, okay? This is where this is one place where you can view your names, okay? It's not the only place, but it's one of the places where you can view all of your names, okay? Pretty simple. Now, back to the other option, GoDaddy. Now, you find a domain name that you like, you'll buy it, and the only difference is it's going to be stored over here at GoDaddy. Now, you got to follow manage domains. Now, listen, every time you log in over here at GoDaddy, every single time, this is going to look different. GoDaddy moves stuff literally every week, I swear. They move stuff, they make it look different. This video will be outdated in 30 seconds after I turn the camera off because they're going to move something back here, and this is going to look different, okay? Figure it out, guys. Now, but I'll show you the procedure. I'm going to show you the procedure. You just got to figure out where they move stuff around. Now, go over here, websites. It says transfer domain name. See, I'm hovering over transfer domain, okay? Did you okay, it's right here in the middle of the screen. It's probably hard to see. Did you transfer in a domain? Click here for instructions right here in the middle of the screen. Okay. There's the instructions if you want to move from GoDaddy here. Okay. Instructional video. But I guarantee you this video, it's only 3 minutes long. I guarantee you this video is out of date too because GoDaddy moves stuff around. But you got to do the same thing. The point I'm trying to make is you got to do the same thing. You got to follow the instructions. And all you really got to do is you got to grab this number, this server number, grab the whole thing. Don't grab the comma afterwards, just that server number. That's what you need to grab right there, that server number. Watch this video right here, okay? Neil will show you how to do this. It's really simple, guys. All you do is copy and paste. The only confusing part, maybe, it might be confusing, is GoDaddy moves crap around constantly. But you see this, first of all, you got to find the name that you want to move, okay? Let me find one. Maybe I can move right now. Bitcoin Idiot Guide. Here we go. I'm just going to click on that one. And I'm going to click on DNS. Find this DNS. I don't know where it's going to be when you turn this on. I don't even know which one to click on. I'm going to click on Manage Zones. I don't know. They keep changing this all around like craziness. Okay, I just clicked on that, guys. DNS or My Domains or DNS Management. Now I'm going to find that domain name. What did I call it? Bitcoin something. BitcoinIdiotGuide.com. Okay. Now, I'm in the DNS management. This is where you need to find over on GoDaddy. And like I said, they're going to move this crap around on you, I promise you. Okay. Now, if you watch Neil's video, if you watch his video, he'll show you what you're gonna change and what you're gonna update. You need to change this record. I'm just glancing, guys. I'm just looking because they move this crap around constantly. I don't know why they do this to confuse the heck out of people. All right, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to edit this A host. See this A host? It says type A. I'm going to click that little pencil. I'm going to edit the A host. It says it's parked. That means it's not pointing to nothing, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that Power Lead System server number, okay? And you can leave all this crap alone. It's the only thing you got to change, just points to. I'm going to hit save. Okay, I'm not done yet. Now I'm going to add a record. Find the add button wherever it may be. Okay. And I'm going to click on the A host again. Or is it name server? Oh man, come on. Don't confuse me. Host. And we're going to put the star in there. See where it says host? I want you to put that star, that asterisk, or whatever you call that symbol, whatever the heck that thing's called. I want you to put that in there. Points to, you're going to put that server number in there again. And then this TTL crap, I don't think you need to mess with it too much. Just hit save. Okay. Okay. That is correct. So, do you see what I did, guys? I changed the server number right here, and then I added this to the A host. I put this asterisk in there, and there's the server number again. So you got to do those 2 steps, okay? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back over to Power Lead System, and I'm going to type that in. Now, show instructions. I'm going to click these boxes right here. Now, if this doesn't work, don't panic, because it could take, it says right here, see the note? It could take 1 to 24 hours for your domain changes, okay, to go through, guys. It's got to, okay, so it may not be instantaneous. Sometimes it is. Sometimes I'll click at this and the domain name will be over here and you'll be able to use it and connect it to something like immediately, okay? Let's see. Wow, it worked, guys. And see, if I click on it, it's going to default, watch. It's going to default, Power Lead System's automatically going to connect it to a default page for Power Lead System itself. Now, I don't have to leave it connected to this landing page. We're going to cover this in the next step, guys, okay? So, there it is. There's the training, guys. There it is. That's how you buy a domain name, okay? And like what I did was the 99-cent GoDaddy thing. I don't know if I mentioned this or not. You can only do that so many times, okay? You're not going to be able to buy domain names for 99 cents for the rest of your life. They'll let you do it a couple times or whatever. Another tip, another thing, you can go over to, if you want to save $1 or something, I don't waste my time with this no more. I just pay full price. I don't even care. Fatwallet.com is another resource. You guys can come over here and, what the heck? This is different. I got to log in. Oh, the heck with all this. I'm not logging in. But you can go to fatwallet.com and you can get coupons in here. And they usually have like $1.99 and $2.99 domain names you can buy. They give you like a coupon code over here at fatwallet.com. It's free. You guys can just get an account over here. It's another resource too. Okay. You can even Google search GoDaddy discount codes or something if you want to save a couple bucks on your domain names, okay? So that's totally up to you guys. I'm just showing you a couple resources. All right. This video was way longer than it needed to be, but I wanted to cover some ground, and now you know how to buy a domain name, okay? Just real quick, just going to recap cover over websites. Cover websites. You're either going to buy a domain name, okay, or you can transfer a domain name. So buy a domain name or transfer a domain name. Now, I'm going to suggest you buy 2 of them, okay? One for your Power Lead System, and then one for your offer, your product, your service, whatever it is that you're trying to promote online. Okay, I'm going to suggest having one specifically for Power Lead System, and we're going to talk about this in the next video, and then you can have one for whatever it is that you want to promote. Okay, so you're either going to buy a domain directly from Power Lead System, or you're going to transfer a domain name, okay, into Power Lead System. And like I said, when you click on websites, this is one of the places you're going to be able to find it. Come on now, Power Lead System. When you click on websites, it'll populate. See right there, it's already in the drop-down menu, BitcoinIdiotGuide.com, guys. I'm actually going to connect that to a product that I have, actually a training course, a Bitcoin training course. I'm going to connect that name to a landing page that I have and a product that matches that name. So that's how you do it, guys. That's how you buy a domain name. And if you do it correctly, you're going to see it show up over here under websites. And in the next video, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and connect that to something, and I'll show you guys how to connect a name for Power Lead System. I'll give you a couple choices of some pages that are down here. I'll make a couple recommendations of what you guys can promote as far as getting signups to Power Lead System too. I'll show you what I do, and then I'll recommend a couple things. I'll show you guys some things that I've done in the past that have worked out pretty well. But I'm going to give you a couple options. It's pretty simple. All you're going to do is basically click a mouse and click save, and you're going to be done. So it's going to take you seconds to get this thing going. And once you get used to this platform, guys, you're going to love this thing. You're never going to want to do without it. And you're going to wonder, how the heck did I survive without this before? Because that's the way it was for me, guys. I completely failed online and until Power Lead System came along. There's no doubt whatsoever. I tell people all the time, I'd be a homeless veteran living on a park bench without Power Lead System. It's 100% the truth, guys. This thing was like a miracle in my life. All right, guys, that's going to conclude this particular training. Frank Calabro Jr. signing off. Thank you.